Today we have a new moon in Sagittarius, and I'm going to pull a few cards just to give us some insights about what's going on. We have the sun and the moon both in Sagittarius because when it's a new moon, the sun and the moon are together. They're at in the same sign, in the same degree. And when there's a full moon, they are opposite one another. And so the sun and the moon are both in Sagittarius today, but we also have Venus and Mercury in Sagittarius. So Venus is like the planet of love, the planet of beauty, the planet of aesthetics. And Mercury is the planet of communication, of writing, thinking, speaking, all of those types of things. So yeah, we have those energies in Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius is the energy of the archer, right? So it shoots far and it takes its dreams into the unknown. It takes its beliefs and it molds them into different shapes so that the unknown can be developed, really. So Sagittarius rules belief systems. It rules like long distance travel. It rules just like freedom and expansion and the desire for more, but in the best way. Although there can be a gluttonous side to it that tends to happen because it is ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and the planet of bigness, and it expands everything it touches. So Jupiter expands everything it touches. So depending on what you got going on, it will expand that. But the bright side of Sagittarius is that it really likes to have big dreams. It likes to be able to keep an open mind around belief systems. And that is what this new moon is about. So let's see what the cards have to say. Right off the bat, we get the Ace of Swords. So I love that Mercury is in Sagittarius and that this is the ace, because this gives me an energy of like a refreshing sense of thought. And the swords in the tarot represent communication as well. They're the air element. And so this is sort of it's almost like wearing a new mind. Like there are so many shifts happening in your belief world that you are like placing a new crown on your head for you to move forward with. Adorn it however you like. So this is really an invitation into pausing. New moons ask us to sort of pause, right? It's really a dark time in the sky. There's no light coming from the moon. There's no light shining onto the moon, reflecting off of the moon. So it's a time to really just pause and regroup. And, you know, new moons can be about new beginnings, but they're kind of about like, you don't have a new beginning unless you end something, right? Like, you close it out. So the theme really is, what sort of belief systems can you adapt? Which sort of belief systems can you adopt? Which ones can you release? And what sort of tools can you do to help you get there? Perhaps you journal about them or speak about them and talk to somebody about them, things like that. And let's see what else we have here. So the Five of Swords is here, and this is kind of an energy of being so rooted in your own way of thinking that you're sort of neglecting the ways that other people might present stuff to you, or you're neglecting the ways that the world can even present a new way of believing to you. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Because being able to reject somebody else's belief in favor of your own is setting a boundary, and it's really holding your own belief, right? But not allowing your mind to be malleable enough to at least take in and consider somebody else's belief. Because remember, two contradictory truths can coexist simultaneously. So you can believe something that contradicts something that somebody else believes, and both of those things can be true, because we live in a really not black and white world. We live in a really like colorful, fun world. So allow your mind to be malleable and allow your belief systems to shift, and at least like be open enough to hearing or understanding the beliefs that you don't hold. If your beliefs are strong enough and you don't want to change them, it's not going to do you any harm to hear somebody else out. If you're unsure and you're like, I don't really know what I believe anymore, I don't know, then open your mind a little bit. Like, you know, you don't have to fight your battles with that belief system at the forefront. You don't have to wear it like as a defense mechanism that like, no, this is my belief and that's it. You can loosen the grip around it a little bit. And the Queen of Cups came out with the Five of Swords also. So I really love this because this gives me sort of a sense of being able to communicate from a deeper place, being able to communicate from a place where your feelings are at the forefront. So Sagittarius can be a very passionate energy as well. So being able to really speak with your chest and being able to really say what you mean. Sagittarius is a fire sign. So this is sort of like cultivating the well of emotional depth within you and then being able to present it with a certain type of fire that only you can do. So it's really a reminder for me that we have Venus and Mercury here together in Sagittarius right now with this new moon. So Venus is like this very feminine type of energy. I love that we have both of the crowns here coming out because it just really is, it's feeling like there's so much mental energy that needs to be transformed. And as we move into the last part of 2025, it's a completion year, right? So 2025 in numerology is a number 9 year. 2026 is a number 1 year. So, and that's because the digits add up to that number. So 2025 is a completion year. The number 9 represents endings and rounding it out. Number 1 is a fresh beginning. So when we have a Sagittarius new moon, which we have every year at the end of the year, it gives us a chance to reflect on the year and be able to move forward with a new type of fire and a new type of belief. So I really love that the Queen of Cups is here because I think it's like, how can we keep those Venusian qualities in our speech but still be honest and still be passionate and still be speaking with our depths and from the center of your chest. So I know we can do this, guys. We have a good community on this world. And we get the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace energy here, this is really like new stuff on offer. And I love that we have new belief systems bring in new tangible things for you. So the Pentacles represent the earth element. They represent the tangible things that you receive in your environment. So having both of these here really feels like once you change your mindset, once you shift your beliefs, one thing that I've really been working with is instead of saying I have to do this thing, I get to do this thing because it gets me closer to my dreams. That's a very Sagittarian way of being. And the more that you can shift in and recreate this mental space, the more that you can call in the thing in the earthly realm that you have been wanting to call in. I also love that this card came out because later today, after the new moon, the moon actually shifts from Sagittarius into Capricorn. And Capricorn is an earth sign, and Capricorn has the structure and the discipline to be able to make things happen in the material realm. So this is also just, I love this because it makes me feel like Sagittarius moon is really helping us shift the beliefs, and then the Capricorn moon later in the day, or depending on where you're in the world, it might be early the next morning. But when the moon shifts into Capricorn, it's really an energy of helping us anchor those new beliefs into something that can actually be created in the world to help ourselves and others. So a good time to really pause, enjoy the stars. If you're in a place that you can really see the stars, the night is going to be dark, and recultivate that inner fire, but from a place of beliefs that actually feel right for you going forward. 2025 has been a big year of completions, like I said, but it's also the snake year in Chinese astrology. Next year is the year of the fire horse, and I believe this was the year of the wood snake, if I remember correctly. So it's a lot of growth and it's a lot of shedding, and it's a lot of like reevaluating your own identity. And as we move into this new year, there's going to be a lot of rose-colored glasses that fell away. There's going to be a lot of illusions that don't exist anymore. And you're just going to be rapid fire ready to go. And it's going to be whatever direction you set off in, right? So Sagittarius, that archer thing, the imagery there is like pulling back the bow, right? So 2025 has really been this like long tension of letting stuff not exist anymore and reevaluating what it is that we want to exist. In 2026, you get to release that arrow and you get to move forward towards what you want to see exist. So yeah, shedding is not always an easy thing. Collectively, we've been doing a lot of shedding as well, as you can see in the shambles that are the state of everything. And that is because, you know, sort of like the phoenix rising, that's very good Sagittarian imagery as well. Just the ability to burn something down and recreate it from the ashes, right? When you have ashes hitting the forest floor, they can create new nutrient dense soil for something new to grow. So allowing yourself to burn down whatever isn't coming with you and allow that arrow, you can make it a flaming arrow if you want, and just allow it to move towards the target that you're going towards. But this new moon is really asking you to make sure that the target you're going towards is the one that you actually want to go towards. So reevaluate that, assess which beliefs are yours and which belong to somebody else. And yeah, have a great day. I also offer personal astrology and tarot readings. They are available on my website. And if you are feeling called to get a reading this new moon or towards the end of the year for the holiday, whatever, just head on over there. And I do offer 20-minute recorded readings. So I don't have to be present for that with you at a certain time. I will just send the recording to your email, or we can sit down together live, just like this, and do a one-on-one for an hour. So the tarot readings are either 30 minutes or 60 minutes, and they're live. I don't really like to do readings for people without them present. I think it's important to have their energy present with me while I'm doing it. So yes, I also offer yoga classes. There's a couple of them I finally put on my website. It's taken me literally years to chase this dream, so it's finally here in the Sagittarius new moon. There is a 5-minute breathwork practice on there, a yin yoga class, and a hatha yoga class that are both 50 minutes long. And then there's also a 10-minute practice that you can do from your bed, and it's just a nice one to wake up with in the morning. And yeah, if you have any questions, shoot me a message, and that's it. Enjoy your new moon.